Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Yarel. It's so nice to see you again since La Terapia last night. Today we have a very special guest joining us and of course joining you guys because you guys will be sending her questions. Chloë Grace Moretz was here to talk to us a lot about her latest movie, Neighbors2. So thank you so much for being here, for joining us.
Of course, happy to be here.
You're having a good time in Miami so far though, right?
I am, yeah. It's beautiful outside today. It's like 90 and sunny.
It's to go out to the beach. Have you been able to go to the beach? Or
I am
anything?
after we finish here today. I'm going directly to the beach.
We won't make it long.
No, I gotta
we have
go.
enough time to get some sun. So tell us a little bit about the movie. How was that experience for you?
It was great. You know, it was just cool to kind of be able to go through this comedy outlet to still also push a really cool, kind of political statement in a sense, but also make it really fun and wild and raucous and raunchy. So it was just an awesome opportunity.
Were you a fan of the Neighbors 1?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think the only thing is that it's such a bro-driven comedy that I loved it, but I just didn't connect to it. So it was cool. It's just as kind of bro-driven, but now it's about sisterhood.
Yeah. So for people that don't understand the sorority and fraternity world, can you explain to us a little bit about it?
So basically, in the American collegiate system, there are sororities and fraternities, which are literally just the basic idea of it is that it's a sisterhood and a brotherhood. And when you come to college and you're a freshman and you have no friends really that you know at college, most people in America will try and go join a fraternity or a sorority because it automatically gives you a set friendship pretty much, no matter what. So in this movie, that's what Shelby goes to do, but in America, sororities don't have the same laws as fraternities. So the women cannot do what the men can do.
Isn't that interesting?
When they're the same thing, apparently.
Was it like going to college in a way for you while filming the movie?
Not really, because
did you get exposed to somewhat of the college life? No.
I mean, kind of. You're filming fake fraternity parties, and then there's no music, and everyone's fake dancing to this fake party, and we're all having to fake scream over the fake music. So it's super weird. So I guess in some ways I did, and in that sense I'm more than okay to not go.
Yeah. Did you ever think growing up, when I go to college, that's something that I'm interested in doing,
Going to sorority? I never really thought about it that way, because by the time I ever did really think about going to college, I was like, no, I just never saw a sorority as something that I wanted to join. But if it's something like Kappa Nu, I think that why not join a sorority?
Was it a different experience working with such a young cast?
Yeah, it was a different experience working with a female cast. I mean, I've never really been in a movie where most of the cast is a bunch of young girls, and none of us in the movie had ever been in that kind of environment, so it was very different, which was cool, really, really fun.
So since the movie is about neighbors and the neighborhood, we wanted to talk to you a little bit, or ask you some questions regarding about your home life. You ready? Do you live in a house or an apartment?
I live in a home, yeah.
Okay. How about your neighbors? How are they?
My neighbors are alright. I'm honestly a worse neighbor. I call the cops on everyone.
You do?
I do.
I do too.
I do.
No, the music is loud. I'm sorry.
I'm you gotta go. You gotta go. Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst thing they've done, or
I mean, they're loud, or we have this open amount of land beside my house, and a lot of teenagers will come and play music and smoke and stuff like that, and I'm like, it's okay for a period of time, but then they...
It's okay for a few hours.
Then they started doing it every day. And then they started coming at 6 p.m. And I was like, it's 6 p.m. You can't be starting this now. You gotta go. And then sometimes they'll park their car in front of my gate, and I'm like,
I don't like that either. That's,
We'll get your car booted.
Yeah. Any pet peeves at home?
Yeah. I just talked about this. All my pet peeves I've realized center around the bathroom. So it's a big pet peeve is don't brush your teeth in my sink and leave a glob of toothpaste. That really annoys me.
Okay.
Don't shake out your toothbrush on the side of my sink and let it splatter everywhere, and then not wipe the mirror down.
Yeah.
Don't do these things.
So,
you know what I mean? Close my toilet lid, replace the toilet paper. Take care of yourself.
Take care of the bathroom, please.
Please take care of the bathroom.
Pets or no pets?
Pets. I've never lived with less than 2 dogs in my life, my entire life. I've never had less than 2 dogs in my family.
Wow. Do you travel with them? Or?
I just got my own dog last year, end of last year. Her name's Pearl.
Aww.
She's my little baby. She's about this big.
Who watches over your pet when you're not at home?
I have 4 brothers, and we also have like a dog walker and a house sitter, so there's always someone taking care.
Your go-to song at a house party to get everybody on the floor?
Pass the Dutch, Missy Elliott.
Oh, that's a good one. Have you ever thrown or been at a wild party like in Neighbors 2?
Not wild. I mean, the parties I throw are always like pretty well themed. So I like to invite a very particular amount of people. And we had a party a year ago. It was a Halloween party that ended up getting really out of hand because friends of friends of friends started inviting people. And that's why I was like, and I literally had to like walk up to people and kick them out and be like, you need to leave.
Yeah. I mean, you were just at the Met Gala, so that's a very cool kind of party as well.
Yeah, but I even left that early. Like,
Really?
even before the Weekend performed, I was like, I gotta go. I had the Today Show the next morning at 6 a.m. I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah,
This
sorry.
is cute and all, guys, but
Yeah, I have an early call time tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you have to have in your fridge at all times?
Fruit. Like, honestly, it's so stupid, but I love, like, ton of fruit. Like, so much cantaloupe, so much pineapple, so much berries, and, like, a lot of water. I
Healthy
go through,
girl.
like, 12 bottles of water a day.
Nice. How many TVs do you have at home?
My family's pretty. We like watching movies. We like having a TV around. So we have one, like, every bedroom,
Okay.
pretty much. And then, like, in the living room. Well, it's like in the media room because then my mom likes to have a separated living room in which we can also sit in without a TV, even though it's one of those rooms that no one ever sits in.
Yeah. Nobody ever
So
even
it's
touches.
like
goes
no
in
one
there.
goes there because the TV's not in
Yeah.
there, so no one wants to be in there.
Of course. Favorite TV show that you watch with your family?
House of Cards, which is pretty dark. My family watches that together, and Game of Thrones. My brother and I
Huge
watched
Game of Thrones
50
fans.
hours of Game of Thrones in 3 days.
To like just catch up, or
We had never seen it, and it was over Christmas, and we were like, let's do this. And we like
Wow.
locked ourselves in my room, and for 3 days, we watched 50 hours of
That's
it.
insane.
Yeah, it was great.
I mean, the other day I was watching like 2 episodes, and I was all right. This is enough.
It was,
enough blood.
I know, it's so wild. I love it.
Your favorite character? Or, I mean,
Khaleesi.
I know.
I mean, like,
everybody
of
loves
course.
Khaleesi. Everybody who doesn't love
She's
her.
badass.
Yeah.
She's the coolest person ever.
Yeah. Sunsets or sunrises? What do you prefer?
Sunrise.
Motorcycles or bicycles?
I like to say motorcycles, but bicycles.
Most famous person on your phone contact list?
Oh God.
She must have so
I mean,
many.
It depends. Like, it depends on who you're wanting to get to. Like, you can say like Selena Gomez if you like pop stars, but then I would say like the coolest person's like Julianne Moore. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like
so it
that would be like
depends,
yeah, it depends
Okay.
like what you're wanting.
Okay. What's something that makes you really upset?
Really upset. I don't know, a Nora Ephron movie. Anything that Meg Ryan's in, I feel like I'm always like, no.
What makes you really happy?
Just like sitting like by like a pool or like being by the ocean and like just not doing anything but laying there. That makes me very happy.
I think it makes us all happy. I mean,
Yeah.
just thinking about it makes me happy right now. Did you ever have a Hollywood crush growing up?
Yeah, Jesse McCartney when I was a really little kid. He was like my jam. I loved him.
He was like your boy.
I was obsessed
Yeah.
with him. And then I turned like 7 years old and I was like, I'm done here.
I get that. I'm over
Get
that.
out.
And now, do you feel like do you have a Hollywood crush?
No, I have like girl crushes like Alicia Vikander or like I don't even know, like Emily Blunt. Love.
She's awesome.
Like none of the guys are like interesting enough. I feel, you know.
Justin Bieber or Zac Efron? Who would you prefer?
I mean, Zach, because I think Zach is one of like the nicest guys ever. He really is like a
Yeah,
genuinely
he
very
seems
sweet
like it,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Very
very
nice.
kind.
All right, so lastly, we're going to play a game before we answer some questions from fans, and it's called Finish the Lyrics.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you like a line from a popular song,
Okay.
and then we'll see if you can guess who the song, if you can even finish the lyric, okay?
I'm sure I got this.
All right. Oh my God, this one's so easy. Yeah, is it too late now to say sorry?
Yeah. Oh, is it too late now to say sorry? What? Because right now I'm missing more than just your body.
Yay! We were like, oh my gosh, how do we work this out? Okay, this one. This one's also a fun one. You used to call me on my cell phone late night when you need my love.
You used to call me on the because I don't want to know how I'm playing.
Yay!
I don't know what part of the song
Drake.
comes in.
All right, this one's also pretty cool. Hello from the other side.
Oh, hello. I tried to call 100 times.
1,000 times.
1,000 times.
Got it! Oh my gosh! But if you like causing trouble up in hotel rooms.
If you like causing trouble up in hotel room. And if you like little secret rendezvous.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
There we go, guys.
You're awesome! Well, thank you so much, Chloe. Lastly, you were pretty good. You kind of nailed them all, so.
Got it,
yeah.
guys. Don't worry about it.
Let's see, everybody's just saying if they want to marry you.
Hola.
Okay. Saying hola. A lot of them are saying hola. That they really want to watch Neighbors 2. It looks super funny. Everybody a lot of people in California. Roxana asked, what was one of the best pranks that Kappa New did?
This is pretty raunchy, but there's a very big montage, and at one point they throw dirty tampons at the window with Seth and Rose inside, and it's like one of the most wild moments you've ever seen in a movie theater. It's brilliant.
Sounds like it.
It's crazy.
If the sorority went head to head with a fraternity, who would win?
I think the sorority would win because girls are just a little bit smarter at planning things out. I think guys act out of haste a little bit.
Oh, yeah, only how
not to generalize, but I grew up with 4 older brothers. So.
Andrew asks, have you ever fought in real life with your neighbors, like in the movie?
Not fought. I mean, I always get asked this question of like all these questions like, how would you like deal with a neighbor? I'm like, I would walk over and I would knock on their door and I'd be like, can you stop this? And if they don't stop it, then I'd call the cops. So it's like...
That's a pretty nice way to handle it. Everybody's just saying that they love you, that you're beautiful, that they're really excited about the movie. A lot of people from Mexico, from South America. Alfonso's like, what's your favorite Mexican food?
Ooh, enchiladas suizas.
And she says, right, enchiladas suizas, nice.
Yeah.
Besides Khaleesi, what else do you love about Game of Thrones?
I just love how gory it is and like raunchy and wild. It's like crazy. It's so dramatic. And I really love that like you get to a point where you just have to like not love any of the characters because they all die.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
the thing. Like I'm holding on to them, but it's like, oh God, here goes another one of my favorites.
It's like, oh God, you're going to kill him right now. I was watching the first episode and I was like, yeah, I love him. Don't say it. She's going to kill him.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Parenthood versus sisterhood.
I don't know. I mean, in the movie, at least, it's hard to kind of differentiate because they both have like really good ideas of what they are trying to accomplish. Like the girls are fighting for rights as women, and they're fighting to just be able to sell their home and move to the suburbs, which are both very simple, easy things. So it's kind of hard to villainize either.
Joseph asked, how was it? What was your relationship like with Zac Efron in the movie?
In the movie, it's you know, they start off as friends and then, you know, he kind of gives up on them and turns against them. But in real life, like he and I became good friends, and he's a really good guy, and he's just, you know, he's really sweet. He's like very earnest. He's more earnest than you imagine.
They're like, you are so pretty. What's your regimen? Skin, maybe.
Yeah. I'm pretty strict on most things. I don't really eat any gluten or dairy in my life. I exercise like twice a day, every day, pretty much. I wash my face every night. I use like several moisturizers and stem cells and like all these things. And like, I had really bad acne when I was younger, so I have worked really hard. Yeah, I was on Accutane.
Okay.
So I had to like do that too. But I've tried a lot for my skin. I'm like obsessed with.
But now water, I'm sure helps it.
Water is a really big deal, and just cut all like soda. Yeah, that's it. And dairy, to be honest.
Yeah,
dairy is really bad for your skin.
Mother's Day is coming up. Any lessons, not just in beauty, but in life that your mom has taught you?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up with a single mom. She's a survivor of cancer. She raised all my brothers and I on her own, so I kind of grew up with a very strong maternal figure in my life. So my mom has taught me a multitude of things, but honestly, I think what the most important thing she taught me was like to really look outside my class system and to kind of not be a classist. And I feel like that's really hard, especially in America.
Yeah.
And especially growing up as like a white young American,
Mm-hmm.
it's very hard to put that into the minds of young adults. I think especially with all the Trump stuff going on right now, we need to do a better job at making America good again, which is not involving Trump.
Girl. All right. Well, thank you so much, Chloe. It was great to talk to you. I know everybody loved I mean, we're getting just faces and thumbs up and everything. Everybody's literally saying how beautiful you are and that they're looking forward to watching the movie.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck. Have a beautiful Mother's Day with your mom. She's done a great job raising you.
Thanks.
And hope to see you soon.
Yeah,
Enjoy Miami. Bye, guys.